Gary, you get a draw at the team sitting second in the table. How pleased were you with the overall performance this evening?
Yeah, really pleased again. Not long to work with a team. We know we've got huge amounts of injuries at the moment, so you know that most of the players have had to go again. You could probably see that at different stages late on in the game, which is a challenge for us and for me as a manager. But what I would say is, did a lot of things really, really well. Sometimes, again, the energy second half against Stoke, to then come here and put that into play against the very good Middlesbrough side. They're really well coached by Kim. You know, he's done a fantastic job coming in here, and I can see why they're so high up in the league. So some tough moments first half out of possession, but I thought we dealt with it well. Kept winning the ball back, kept getting into good areas, maybe lost the ball a couple of times in key transitions, which we need to be better on. We need to look after the ball a little bit more. Score a very good goal at the end of a good move. Obviously, it's a set piece. She usually does a lot of work on those. So I think it's all that work's come to fruition in that one moment where Caleb scores, and then I thought we actually looked reasonably comfortable without conceding big chances. Of course, to concede a minute before half time in the way that we did, it was really sloppy. I think Caleb knows he's probably just got to go long with that pass rather than trying to find it, but he reacted brilliantly, and that was the main thing. So to come in at half time 1-1 after actually feeling like maybe you come in with a lead, once again tests the players' mental resolve.
And I was going to ask you about that. Great reactions on Saturday to conceding. And it was the same tonight. It would have been easy to maybe fall with the run of form, but that must be so encouraging for you coming in to see that spirit, the fight, bodies on the line in the second half.
Yeah, we said it to the players. I said it in the press conference when I first joined. The only way we can create that connection with the team and the fans, and I understand how sometimes that can start to feel a little bit distant with the way recent games have gone and the position that we're in the league. So, but the only way we can get that back is, plenty of the fans have turned up, loads of numbers again, travelled with great voice, and I think we showed them at least a team that really cares and wants to work and wants to do the hard yards. We know we've got good players. We needed to see that a little bit more as the game went on, but again, sometimes when you're defending for periods, a little bit of fatigue sets in. You're having to keep tracking those runners into the spaces, which Skippy and Winksy did really well. It's difficult then to go and show the relevant energy on the ball, and you can see that late on Bobby struggled to get through the game. I thought Divine just lost a little bit of that intensity, and one or two others, so Steffi as well. So that'll get better. We'll get better at that. We'll get better in possession of the ball. It's a nice base to start. It's a nice base to work from. And I think we'll get some more players back. You saw it tonight with Abdul and Jordan. It gives us different types of changes off the bench. And if we can add a 2 or 3 more to that, I think that's a real game changer for us late in games.
Back-to-back away games to start your tenure, 2 tough away games as well. So many positives it feels. What has maybe pleased you the most about these 2 games or working with the group during the week?
Just the mentality. I think when you look at our group, there's a lot of talented footballers that have played at the highest level. And occasionally, sometimes it's getting those players to value the defensive diligence side of it, to value the structure, to value that hard work. That sometimes against Middlesbrough, doesn't matter who you are, you have to do the work to stop them creating lots of easy chances. And I think that's been the biggest thing for me in the 2 games. And also, when you think about the game against Southampton that everyone obviously was so deflated by, and how people spoke about the team collapsing or whatever that was. But I've not seen that. I've not seen that. I've seen a different mentality to the team. I've seen a real focus about them. They want to get out. Look, the players want to get out of this position just as much as all of us, right? So I thought you've seen them at least putting the effort into trying to do that. We'll improve on the ball. I thought that was the only thing lacking tonight. Just
finally, you've had 2 great reactions from the away supporters. How much are you looking forward to a game at King Power Stadium? Yeah, fantastic. I was just saying to Callum that I didn't play there as a player. I left. I think I did a photo shoot with my hard hat on. That was as close as I got. And they sold me just before I got that glory. So yeah, it'd be nice to go out there, in the home dugout. I've been out in there in the away dugout. And like I said, hopefully people feel infused by what they've seen for the last couple of games. What we've got to do now is we've got to start turning these performances into wins and into more points. But it's a good start. Ben, that felt like a spirited, committed draw. How did you see it from your side?
Yeah, I think obviously going ahead in the first half was positive, and we showed what we could do, kind of getting a lot of chances and could have put more away in the first half. But equally, they had their chances as well, so I feel like all in all it was quite an even contest.
Best defence in the league to undo them from a set piece must be pleasing, more so I'm guessing for Richard Hughes.
Yeah, we want to be better at set pieces and kind of be more dominant in both scenarios, kind of defensively and attacking. So it's nice to get one in from set piece.
Back-to-back away games, back-to-back points, but really encouraging performances. Is that how you're seeing it in the changing room?
Yeah, that's the main thing. From us, we're seeing performances getting better and more points. Obviously, still not what we want. It's still not a win, but it's another point in the right direction. Tough place to come, and we've got another game on Saturday that we've got to kind of put our heads to now.
Defensively, bodies on the line at times. Did you feel that amongst you and the players?
Yeah, listen, we had to dig in at the end, but that just shows the progression. And maybe in past games at the start of the season, maybe we concede there and we haven't. So it just shows the progression in the team.
Is it progression as well in the final third, creating chances against the likes of Middlesbrough? Again, can only serve to be a positive.
Yeah, we wanted to have more of the ball in the second half, definitely. But when we got the counter-attacks and the opportunities, I feel like we looked dangerous, and we definitely had plenty of opportunities ourselves that on another day could go in and we end up winning the game. So, yeah, it's positive from our end.
How physically demanding has this last week been, new manager coming in, 2 away games?
Yeah, it's been 2 tough games against 2 top opponents. So, of course, the lads have had to work hard and in and out of possession. So, yeah, it's been tough for us.
When it has been demanding and when physically you've been so tired, but when you look across to the away end and get that ovation at the end that you did, that must give you a sense of pride, but also encouragement for the next game.
Yeah, the fans always give you that boost, and it's always nice to hear. And that many numbers that have travelled on a Tuesday night, such a long distance. So it's great to have that support, and it just helps bring you over the line with the fans cheering.
And after back-to-back away games, how much are you looking forward to getting back to King Power Stadium on the back of these performances as well?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Hopefully it'll be a good atmosphere, and again the fans will help us again to kind of keep pushing and hopefully get the win at the weekend.
Just on a personal note, you're on this run in the first team, still at a young age. How much are you enjoying it? How much are you learning from this season as a whole?
Yeah, every game's different, different challenges, and it's always going to be that way. And it's just about learning and taking different bits from each game and keep pushing and having belief in yourself that you can perform at this level.